Hey y'all, it's the Cajun Witch, Mystic Spirit. I just wanted to do a little video. I'm not going to show my face because I've been dealing with a little girl who had her tonsils out all week. So, needless to say, I'm not as pretty as this should be. So I want to do a little tutorial on the bottles that you can use for your herbs. These are two that I have that I got. They had some soup in it, some pumpkin soup. And when we were through eating the soup, I soaked them in some vinegar and Dawn dish soap in a little red tub and left them in there for a couple hours just because I was doing things. But they came out beautifully. I mean, there's so many things you can use for your herb bottles. I wanted to show you some. I know I've done a tutorial on it before. This was another bottle. I forget what it was, but it came out beautifully too, and I've got my orange peels in it. Here's yet another bottle. It's kind of similar to these, and as you can see, I dressed it up with a pinnacle and some little spider ribbon. There's all kinds of ways you can do it. Here's another one that I use for my crushed eggshells, and it was like, it was like a little spaghetti sauce jar or something, but you can paint the lids if you don't like the lids. It's very easy. These I like because they come with the black lids already, so you don't have to do anything to them. And I tend to buy more items that are in jars than I do in cans. Excuse me. And these jars, my daughter bought me two of these little jars when she was on a trip, and I put the little pinnacle on it with some yarn, but they're perfect jars. I also have a canning jar that she brought me back, some sand from Hawaii that I use in various rituals and stuff. And then I have these jars that I bought. I got these from the Dollar Tree, and they were $1 a piece, and they're pretty big size jars. I mean, if you set it next to it, you could see they're pretty big size jars. And I have a bunch of those. Another canning jar that I have some more orange peel. I got a lot of orange peel. I use it a lot. Got another one back here that had bay leaves. I need to get some more bay leaves them out. But these are just, I also bought these little jars. There were 3 jars in a pack. Or 4 jars, 4 jars in a pack. And little canning jars, and they're perfect to use for small amounts of your herbs that you don't use a lot of. And but I just wanted to kind of tell y'all that you can use anything to store herbs in. You don't have to go out and buy fancy bottles and stuff. I mean, like, these were $1. These were free because we refurbished them. And they're cute little, like, milk jug type bottles, and they hold herbs really well. And so those are going to be added to my collection. And I have other jars too. I have all my smaller ones, like my lemongrass and stuff. These are in smaller jars. And these jars come, it's 6 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 10. They come 10. 9 or 10 in a package, and I think they were like $5 or $6. But they're perfect too for the smaller amounts of herbs that you use. And then I have my kitchen herbs and stuff too that I use. The little jars I refurbished. And I've got some more up here. But my whole bottom thing is full of jars. Some more jars in here. And little bowls, and these are my mortar and pestles, and I've got a chalice in here, and this is really good too if you're using herbs. This is really good. It's a tea bag holder. It picks the tea bags up. I love this when you're making tea and stuff. But you can see I have more bottles that I made that are here too. These were spaghetti. These were fettuccine jars. But look, they have, if you can see it, they have ounces and stuff on them, so they're perfect too. And all I did was paint the lids. And I have 3 of those. It just goes to show, you can use refurbished jars without spending a lot of money. And I don't mind doing it. I don't mind taking this stuff off of it or anything. But it allows you to be able to store herbs or gemstones or whatever you want to store in them, you can store. And I just think it's pretty cool to reuse bottles, because not only are you helping the earth, but you're saving a lot of money while you do it. Sorry, it's where I keep my paints away from my 6-year-old. But I've got all my tarot cards and stuff in here, and my hopes are to build a herb shelf to put. I have a blank wall in my kitchen to build a herb shelf, and show you some of my stones and stuff that I have. Well, anyways, that's all I wanted to say, was that I wanted to do the tutorial in hopes that you guys would know that you don't have to spend a lot of money for herb jars and stuff. Alright, please subscribe to me, and I love you all, and blessed be.